Look slowly around the room you are in. Most of what you own, you no longer see. It has faded into the background of your life, quietly taking up space, asking for nothing and giving very little. And yet you keep it. The question is not what you own. The question is why you can't let it go. We think of clutter as a problem of space. It is. Clutter is a problem of decisions. Every object you have not dealt with is a small choice you postponed. A drawer full of clutter is really a drawer full of unmade decisions, waiting patiently for a day that keeps not coming. Clutter is just delayed decisions. Once you see it that way, your home starts to look less like a mess and more like a map of everything you have been avoiding. And this weight is not physical. You can feel it even when the room is tidy. It is the quiet background hum of too much, the sense that something is always slightly out of control. The things you own begin, very gently, to own a part of you. Here is the strange truth. We almost never keep the object itself. We keep the story attached to it. The watch is not a watch. It is your grandfather. The dress is not a dress. It is the version of you who wore it. We hold on to things because we are afraid that letting them go means letting the story go too. Think of the gift you never use but cannot throw away. You do not keep it because you love it. You keep it because letting it go feels like rejecting the person who gave it. So it sits there, unused, year after year, quietly charging you a small tax of guilt every time you see it. You don't keep the object, you keep the feeling, and the feeling was never inside the object. It has always been inside you, and it stays with you long after the thing is gone. This is the quiet permission most people never give themselves. You are allowed to keep the memory and release the object. The photograph of your child does not become less precious because you finally let go of the broken toy. The love was never stored in the thing. Beneath almost every object we cannot release are two small words. Just in case. Just in case I need it. Just in case it comes back in style. Just in case the version of me who uses this finally arrives. Two small words, and a basement slowly fills with a life we are not living. Underneath just in case is an older fear. The fear of not having enough. So we keep the spare and the backup for the spare. But a home crowded with everything we might one day need leaves no room for the life we are actually living right now. Someday is not a day of the week. The someday pile, the someday clothes, the someday hobby in the closet. Someday is where good intentions go to gather dust. Every object in your line of sight asks for a tiny piece of your attention. You do not notice it, but your mind does. A cluttered room is a room full of quiet, unfinished conversations. Clear the surfaces, and you can almost feel your thoughts exhale. Notice how a cluttered morning feels. The lost keys, the overflowing surfaces, the small frictions that fray your patience before the day has even begun. A calm space is not a luxury. It is a kind of daily gift you give to your future self every single morning. And remember, a tidy room is not the same as a decluttered one. You can hide the chaos in beautiful boxes and matching bins, but organizing clutter is just rearranging a decision you still have not made. So how do you begin? Not by throwing things out. Letting go is not an act of removal. It is an act of decision. You are not deciding what to lose. You are deciding what deserves to stay in the life you are living now. Most people ask the wrong question. They ask, could I ever use this? And the answer is always yes, which is why nothing ever leaves. Ask a better question. Does this earn its place? Does it serve the person I am becoming, or only the person I used to be? When you reach the gift you feel guilty about, say this quietly. The love was received the moment it was given. The object has already done its job. You are allowed to release it. The guilt was never yours to carry. It was just a story you agreed to keep. Do not start with the hardest things. Start with the easy 20%. The obvious, the broken, the expired, the things you will not even remember tomorrow. Momentum is the real method. Each small release makes the next one lighter, until letting go stops feeling like loss and starts feeling like relief. This is the whole art in a single line. Keep what serves the life you want now, not the life you had, not the life you fear, the life you are actually choosing to live. And what remains after you let go? Space. Not emptiness, but room. Room to breathe, room to think, room for what actually matters to finally have your attention. An empty surface is not a failure to fill it. It is a quiet kind of wealth. Imagine a home that holds only what you love and what you use, where every object earns its place and nothing whispers guilt or someday. That is not a smaller life. It is a clearer one. Fewer things, but each of them chosen and each of them yours. In the end, the art of letting go was never really about the things. It was about the past you were storing in them and the fear you were keeping just in case. Let go of the object, and you quietly let go of who you thought you had to be. What remains is room for who you actually are. Letting go is just making room. If this gave you a little permission to begin, the full method is in the art of letting go. Take a breath, choose one thing, and start.